Hello, Year 6. Hope you're all well, and welcome to our computing lesson for today. So what we're going to be doing for this topic is we are going to be learning about how to use a spreadsheet. So you might want to just stop the video for a second and just have a quick chat with those around you about what is a spreadsheet. Have any of you used one before, or do you know anyone around you in your life that might use them, and how do they use them? Okay, so we're going to use spreadsheets to help us to organize information effectively. Lots of teachers use spreadsheets if they are trying to keep a record of spelling scores, for example, or sometimes teachers use them as a record for your times table test results. So it's a really useful program that helps you to organize information. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to have a go at making a spreadsheet for a real life situation, for something that you might actually want to use in your life. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to make one that's going to help us to organize about how much pocket money you get each week, and also to organize the total of weeks or the total cost of things it's going to be for us to buy things we want to save for. So we are going to need to think about planning for these things. So we're going to need to think about planning for what things we'd like to spend, what to save, so how much money it's going to be needed to save for those things, and then what you're actually going to spend your savings on. So deciding on the items you're going to buy. Now the key tools for today that we want us to think about is this button, which is called the Format cell. And that allows us to display a particular type of format that we want the different cells in the spreadsheet to display. So I'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. And we're also going to use this button here, which is a formula wizard, which helps us to create formulas or math equations, which allows the computer to make calculations for us. And it can do lots of different things like adding and multiplying numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a spreadsheet that looks a bit like this. And we need to think about creating two headings, one that says weekly money in and one that's for savings. And then we're going to think about the things that we would need to do in order to save some money. So that's going to come down this left-hand side. Savings might be money we receive or savings we have already. So that's what we're going to do first. So I'm going to show you where to find the spreadsheet software on Purple Mash. So this is my home screen. You go to the Mathematics app and then click on the to calculate, press launch. You'll get something that pops up that looks a bit like this. Now, when you open it, it might not look exactly like this because I've just put these in now. But what you might need to do is to turn on something called the advanced mode. And to do that, you need to click on this button here. If I take the advanced mode off, you will see at the top and the side, we lose the numbers and the letters. So we want to make sure that's turned on. So if you open it up and it looks like this, you need to click on this button at the top. This gets the advanced mode on. And I've already put in a title, Pocket Money Planner. I put my weekly money in and my savings. I've also put in the things I want to save for, and then down below a money out option. You might want to color the cells different colors so they stand out and they don't get mixed up. So for example, I quite like having these in green. I can't see that very well, so I'm going to say there you go, use a lighter shade. So I'm going to have these in green just so that they stand out a little bit. So once I've got the weekly money in, I need to think about ways that I might receive money in. So these might be chores that you do, it might be pocket money that you receive. So you might type in, for example, weekly allowance. So maybe some pocket money each week. There might be certain jobs like that you do at home. So washing up. Maybe if you do washing up, you might get some money. You might get some money if you offer to clean the car or wash the car. I might get some extra cash if I was doing something, if I hoovered. You can make a list of things, of ways that you might get some money in. And if you're not too sure, just make some up. This is just an example. Underneath this one, it's for savings. So think about how much money that you might get from savings. So for example, you might get birthday money. So for your birthday, you might get some money. You might get some Christmas maybe. I put an other as well. So maybe there'll be other savings that you might have already. Okay, so once you've got that, the next thing we need to think about is the things we need to save. So this is the bit that you get to think about: what items would you like to purchase? Okay, and so what we're going to do is we are going to research the things we want and find out how much they cost. Now, before I do that, I want to format the cells next to these columns with this little tool down here, where these little zeros are. And that's going to tell the computer what type of cell I want them to be. So because these are all going to be putting in money, in currency, excuse me, we need to put the money symbol on. So what I'm going to do is, the shortcut for this is, can you see I've selected this cell and it's got blue around it? If I just drag it down like that and then press the pound symbol, any amount of numbers I put in here will be turned into money. So that's important. So I've got some there. I also want to do some more here. So that's been done. And I also want some down here. Oops, let's do that one. There we go. Okay. So now to decide what sort of things I'd like to buy. So say, for example, I wanted to do a laptop. What you could type in the word laptop if you want, but I think it's quite good fun actually if you put some pictures in. So what I'm going to do is, next to the formatting cell, there's this little box here with a picture on it. And if I press the set image, I can now choose a picture that might suit what I want. So for example, let's do computers. If I wanted to do a laptop, I could select this image and that is inserted into my spreadsheet like that. Okay. If I do one more this time, how about something to do with sports? How about football? So I'm saving up for a new football. I can put a picture of football in. Okay, and you can do as many as you like. I think 4 or 5 is quite a good amount to start off with. Okay, if you can't find a picture of something you want, then you can type it in. So for example, iPad. Now, once you've decided what you want to purchase, we now need to research and find out how much it's going to cost. So to do that, what we are going to do is we're going to use a search engine. And we used these the other day. This is Google. This is one you probably use at home. But I would like you to use one that's called KidRex. And the reason why I want you to use KidRex is because it's a search engine which is safe for children to use. It looks like this. So there's the address at the top. So you can pause the video and type it in when you're ready to. But say, for example, I wanted to find out how much an iPad cost. I can type in iPad cost. The first ones are always adverts, so we don't want those adverts. But here we go, we've got the Apple Store. There's Currys.co.uk, which is an electrical shop, so let's do that one. And it's going to tell me the price of an iPad, so let's just get rid of them. So here, for example, this one costs £429. This one's £459. So let's do the top one, £429. So I'll go back to my spreadsheet of an iPad. I will type in £429. That's very expensive. I can also do a laptop if I wanted to. Say if I wanted to save up for, well, how about a bike? So let's see if there's a picture of a bike. If I type it in the search, bike. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Right, so I'm saving for a bike. I can do a search for them. Oh, here we go, kids' bikes. Oh, looks like I could buy £330. So I'll add that to my savings. So what you want to try and do is complete your spreadsheet